Good morning, my beloved brothers and sisters here on YouTube and my family and friends over on Facebook. It's December the 18th, 2015. I have something very, very special to share with each and every one of you this morning. I want to have my coffee. I want to share that with you first. Let's do that. Let me know in the comment section. Just start typing what you're sharing with Pastor Dave. I really enjoy reading your comments of what you're having, whether it's coffee, tea, milk, even Dr. Pepper is okay with Pastor Dave. Somebody said Pepsi the other day. And I haven't eaten yet, and I'm a little bit hungry, so let me know what you're having for breakfast. Let's do that now. Will you do that in the comment section? Hold on, because I want to share something very special with all of you. Oh, my goodness. Coffee is always better when you have it with the ones that you love. And I love each and every one of you. Let's go to ministry announcements real quick. I want to thank a precious, wonderful sister by the name of Linda, who gave a precious gift to our ministry to the homeless of $60. Now, I want to share something very special. And I'll put the link to our ministry to the homeless below if the Holy Spirit convicts you that this is the ministry, God's ministry, to support. And I'm going to put the link to something brand new. I have a new blog website. It's Pastor Dave's blog, and I'll share the link with all of you. But let me share what I posted on my blog this morning, and let's do that now. I want to share this with all of you quickly. This is my blog website. It's titled Pastor Dave's Blog, Sharing Faith, Trials, and Triumphs of an Inner City Ministry for the Homeless, watching news and world events and how they reflect end-time Bible prophecy. And I'll put the link to my blog website below, right above where you leave your comments in the description box. I wrote this morning and posted it Friday, December 18th, 2015, and just wanted to share this with all of you. I titled this Silent Night, spelled K-N-I-G-H-T. This is the story of Silent Night. Yes, I spelled the name correctly. You see, this story is about a man whose real name was Jim Morrow, but everyone who knew him called him Silent Night. Now, Jim got the nickname Silent Night when he was in Vietnam. Jim explained once to me that you had to be very quiet so not to be heard over there. Your life depended on it and the life of your brothers. When I asked him about the second part of his nickname, Night, he never answered me. He just changed the subject. Jim was homeless. He could be found on any given day with his shopping cart filled with everything he owned, and on his back he carried a green backpack. Jim didn't talk much. He would pick his spot in the morning and reach in a plastic bag that he pulled from his shopping cart and take out his cardboard sign that said, Homeless. Homeless vet, very hungry, God bless you. And on the other side, he had the words written, never forgotten. Jim's face was weather-beaten from being out in the elements. Hot summers and brutal winters had taken its toll on Silent Night's face and hands. His fingers were crooked from arthritis, and he had difficulty walking at times, so he would lean on his shopping cart. His hair was long and stuck out from his cap, gray, with a slight tint of yellow, like his beard. The one thing that I will never forget about Silent Night was how every time I brought him some food, we would sit together and he would always bow his head in prayer before ever taking a bite. People can be so cruel and heartless. They would treat Silent Night so badly, scream in his face to go get a job. They would laugh at him and say, You want a beer, you bum? You old, worthless drunk. If they really only knew the truth, Silent Night didn't drink. He was just hungry and trying to survive the mean streets. One cold winter day, Silent Night was gone. His shopping cart was around the corner from the bus stop, but I couldn't find him. A couple of days had passed and still no sign of him. It had snowed hard a few days prior, and we had an ice storm. Finally, I spot homeless Bob, who was looking in Silent Night's shopping cart. I went over and said, "Bob, where is Silent Night?" Bob said, "You didn't hear?" I said, "No, where is he?" Homeless Bob went on to explain it was getting dusk and freezing out. The ice was glazed over the roads. Bob said a woman was walking with her little boy and she was talking on her cell phone. When the little boy let go of her hand because he seen his friend on the other side of the street. The boy dashed out into the road and fell. Silent Night never said a word. He let go of his shopping cart and ran to the boy and picked him up and handed him to his screaming mother just in time before a pickup truck hit Silent Night. The driver couldn't stop, the road was iced over, and the salt wasn't working, it was so cold. The driver told police he never seen the old man. Homeless Bob said he was a hero. He saved that boy's life. It was a few days later, I got a notification that we had a mission for a funeral for a veteran who served in Vietnam. Jim Morrow. The notification read, Jim Morrow, also known as Silent Night, was a decorated war hero. He got his nickname by going in undetected by the enemy and carrying out his wounded brothers from the battlefield. They were in a firefight, and it was Silent Night who went in without a sound, saving his platoon. He was given the name Silent Night and was known by that name from then on. Silent Night had no family, you see. While he was saving his brothers in the jungles of Vietnam, his wife and son were killed in a car crash. When Jim Morrow returned home, he could never get over the loss of his wife and child, often wondering if he was there, if he could have saved them too. Jim didn't fit into society very well and kept to himself, finally taking to the streets, hoping to just slip away into the forgotten band of homeless brothers and sisters of the streets. Silent Night was given a full military burial. His countless medals were displayed along with his green backpack. Standing in the back against the wall was homeless Bob. We both cried as they fired off the guns. One loud boom, followed by another, and finally another. And then the playing of taps. Two soldiers slowly folded the American flag and presented it to the only person there for Jim, besides us and the guard, his only brother. Please, when you see a homeless person, do not judge them. We all have a story. We all are God's children. And by God's grace, there go you. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and I'll put the link to my blog site below in the description box, along with a link to support our ministry to the homeless. God bless you. Love one another today.